everyone, Tiniestofchibis here, and we are back with Twisted Wonderland again. No, and we're doing the Rapunzel event. Young lady, you are to stay down there. I have my foot hanging out to pet you. Can you, or you could leave, you don't have to be in here. Yes, yeah. Tea is served, everyone. Here you are. Lemon tea with 2 cubes of sugar. Very good. This will honor rule 339. The post-meal beverage is to be lemon tea with 2 sugar cubes. Do we have to follow these rules too? Not that I mind, I guess. These cookies are so nice and crunchy, and they go great with jam and chocolate. And they're light enough to eat even after having the meal Jamel sent. Reading, painting, playing the guitar, eating good food. We've got all the things we need now. We can just try all kinds of hobbies, huh? The story says the witch who trapped the princess in the tower was evil, but that's almost hard to believe. That's understandable. After all, the princess lived her life completely unaware she had been abducted. Wow, really? Yes, the princess was kidnapped before she was old enough to form memories. The witch raised her as her own daughter. According to the tale, her groceries, cleaning supplies, and various hobbies were all provided by the witch. And since the princess likes to read, the witch must have taught her how to read and write. The princess was given food, shelter, education, and other things. That's why she believed the witch was her mother and heeded her warnings never to leave the tower. Despite her boredom with her day-to-day life and her yearning for the outside world, she must have been a very patient princess if she went that long without doing what she wanted and just listening to what somebody else told her. I suppose. Though if I were to guess, perhaps the princess didn't want to make the witch sad. But it wasn't until the thief stuck into the tower the day before her birthday that she made up her mind to leave. Wait, the thief sneaking in was what did it? What a crazy story. The princess in the tower must have been a lot of fun. Now then, break time is over. The routine items left on our list are... I didn't think about it till now. I'll probably discuss it later. But, again, there's a lot of similarities with Rapunzel and Riddle in the Tangled story, which I don't know if the creator planned it that way or if it's just how it ended up. Weaving, ballet, yoga, darts, chess, pranks, candle making, and pottery. I don't know why I keep wanting to say poetry. But it's fucking pottery. Dart seems like a suitable meal exercise. This belongs to your roommate of yours, yes, Deuce? Have you played darts before? Yes, sir. A few times. Oh, then let's see what kind of edge your experience gives you. I just played a few friendly games with my roommates. I can't promise I'll be any good. Okay, aim for the bullseye in the center. Oh, you hit the dartboard. Very impressive. I missed the bullseye, though. Now, you try, house-warded. Me? Well, if I must, just this once. Aim, and here goes. Huh? Dang, you landed that dead center. Wow, you're really good at darts, Riddle. No, that makes no sense. There's something on the ground. It's another dart? Bullseye. That voice. Floyd! You were so bad at darts, I got a bullseye before you, Goldie. Fishy. Before him? You're holding darts in your hands. Did you throw one from the outside the window and hit the center? Yep, I felt sorry for Goldfishy since his form was disastrously bad. And all that hair looked so heavy, so I figured I'd help out. Aren't I a nice guy? Feel free to thank me. Who would ever think someone like you? Leave at once. Young lady, what are you doing? Are you certain that's what you want him to do? Who is it now? I know who it is. It's fucking stupid. I ended up screenshotting a few of these scenes and send them to my friend. Because I was like, I don't know if I've said it before. And spoilers to some people if you know what I'm talking about. If not, well, I mean, you're going to find out in 2 seconds. But I was like, here's your man. And she was like, what the fuck? Here I went to the trouble of flying all the way up to this library window on a broom, expressly for your group's benefits. Ah! Thank you for your delightful reaction. That makes this excursion entirely worthwhile. But it is admittedly higher than I would like to be, and hardly sustainable. I think I have a quick rest on the windowsill. Where'd you get that headgear, Jade? Let's just say I procured it somewhere on campus. Isn't it fitting for imitating the princess intimidating the princess in the tower? In what way? Not a single passage mentions the princess donning headwear of any kind. Yeah, so I screenshotted this pretty much, like kind of this one or the next scene or whatever, and I sent it to my friend, and it was like, I was like, nobody is amused, and she was like, I too would not be amused, and Jade's her man, so. Oh really? There was such a passage in the book we read. Oh hey, you came too, Azul. That's great. I wasn't expecting you to show up as well. What's your goal here? My goal? That's a silly question. It's to help you all, of course. Deuce, the inspired honor student, Jack, ever driven to improve himself. Camille, as generous as he is popular, and Riddle, the top scorer in our year and strict of the rules. When I learned that it was you four trapped in the library, I was struck with the realization. None of you would dream of playing tricks on any other day than Halloween. Yet the request list from the head mage vaguely called for something for playing tricks with. It's true that we've been stumped on what exactly to do there. Of course, exactly. Hence why I brought these two gentlemen with me, to show you how it's done. Putting aside whether or not your reasoning is sound, I can't argue with your roster, though I suspect that will give me a royal headache. Jade and Floyd can imprint enjoyable lessons on what constitutes as a prank. Not to mention, I can place all four of you in my debt for virtually no overhead. How could I not offer my assistance? This guy and his wheeling and dealing. Wow, Ethel, thanks so much for coming to help us. You're quite welcome, and of course, you're always welcome to come see me if anything ever troubles you, Camille. By the way, what was that book you mentioned reading? Sounds like you found a trail we weren't aware of. Before I get into that, would you mind if I sat on the windowsill? It's hard to have a leisurely chat while riding a broom. Jade, if you could scoot over a bit more. Dear me, I'm afraid there just isn't room. Oh, stop lying. There, that better. That's better. Just kind of pushes it a little bit. There, that's better. After receiving a word from the head mage, we did some independent research into the tale of the princess in the tower. We turned up a book belonging to a student from the Shiftlands, and it contained several things not mentioned in the head mage's list. This is one of them. What's this? A chameleon puppet? Yes, the story we read claimed the princess performed convincing ventriloquism to appear as though she was conversating with a puppet. I can only hope our pranks and information sharing are of service to you all. Classes have been so terribly lonely without you there to pair up with me as you always, Riddle. I sincerely hope you make it out of the library sooner rather than later. You're lonely without me, and since when do we always pair up? Cease making such blatantly false statements at once. You better pay up as soon as you're out of there. I don't gotta spell out what happened if you try and stiff me, right? Now, Floyd, don't scare the customers. We'll be taking our leave now. I look forward to seeing you all around campus. Those boys always play. I love. Their brooms are wobbly. Azul and Jade, don't fall, okay? Ventriloquism, huh? Guess our to-do list just got grew again. So it did. I felt as though the information they bought was the most troublesome trick of all. 9. Scope this clay. Who haven't we seen yet? I've got wax pouring into candle modes now. We just have to let it harden. That takes care of candle making. For our next order of business. Hey, humans! I know that inordinarily loud voice. Well, you may be trapped in the library, feeble and helpless to escape under your own power. The great Malleus has seen fit to visit and provide his aid personally. Prostrate yourselves in gratitude. I've come in response to the headmaid's request for all who can loan or give the items on this list to bring them to the library. Judging by the fact that you have yet to escape the library, it seems I am not late to the party this time. I wouldn't call this a party, but thanks you nonetheless for coming, Malleus. Upperclassmen should look after their underclassmen, should they not? And I can't help but note your rather long hair, Rosehart. Has it been that long since the headmaid sent his request? What terrible manners I have keeping you waiting for so long. It's actually the effect of a hair growth potion. You dare mislead the great Malleus? Stop sowing confusion, humans. It's pretty obvious to anyone who takes 2 seconds to think about it. Peace, Selbit. Provide them, please. Why does it say peace? It should say please. Please, Selbit, provide them with our contribution. Right away, sir. Ugh, it's hard to maintain balance on a broom with this. Hurry and take it, humans. Not so loud, jeez. I can hear you just... Why is this box so heavy? You call that heavy? Perhaps you haven't been training hard enough. Shut up. I wasn't expecting it, okay? What in the world is inside? Clay? Indeed. I was considering what gift I should bring in response to the headmage's invitation. Then Selbit suggested pottery clay that would be straightforward for first times to handle. You should find it easy to sculpt and fire without needing to wait for it to dry. Oh, clay, that sounds like fun. That does give us clay to work with, but how do we fire it? Using flames inside the library would be unacceptable. We need another solution. Heh, worry not. Why do you think I came here? I'm not certain what you mean. I shall complete your pottery with my magic. Isn't pottery usually baked inside a kettle at high temperatures, and you'll do that with magic? I should worry about what she's doing, but I'm not going to care right now. So nasty. What's she doing? That sounds super hard. You're amazing, Malleus. You know, I don't know why she decided to go over when she should have went under, but whatever. Malleus's magic will finish this pottery. Why, I just dare say it should be displayed in a museum as a treasure of Blair Valley. No, of Twisted Wonderland as a whole. You are nothing if not committed to your cause, Selbit. No kidding. Though we do have Selbit to thank for getting us clay suited for pottery, I don't see the harm in letting him have the finished product as a token of gratitude. Yeah, not like I want to be in his debt anyway. I can make him a pen holder or something. Oh, presents are a great idea. I should make something for Jamel. I hope you're not all getting sidetracked. Let's not keep Malleus waiting. You should get to work kneading and sculpting this clay. Right, yes, sir. You know, I think this is one of the... there's not too many events, but I think this is one of the events that where every single character shows up. Because a lot of the events... and no, there's only a selective amount, and while not a lot of the characters show up for a long time, I think this is the only, and not just the students, the staff too. All the students show up at some point. So I think that's pretty interesting, because even some of the like ones that have a lot of the characters in it do not always show the staff. All done. I made a mug. I made a pot meant to be fired unglazed. This could be used for growing roses. I meant to make a bookend, but I think it turned out more like a simple paperweight. Mine's kind of misshapen, but it could still hold pins in it. Alright, Malleus, if you would, please. Of course, hand me your creation. I suggest you all keep a safe distance from the window. Here goes. Whoa, it's pretty hot even from back here. I should think so. No clay is a match for my Liege's flames. Ack! Perhaps I was a bit too hot? They're pitch black now. It's worse than that. They've crumbled away into soot. Like my choice for beginner-friendly sculpting clay must have backfired. My deepest apologies, my liege. I'll provide something else right away. We have to do that again? The sun's getting rather low in the sky. We can't afford another failure. Hey guys, why the long face? Ruggy! Hey Jack. Whoa, Malleus? Oh crud, talk about the world's worst timing. I say, maybe we should come back later. Oh, you're here as well, King Scholar. I can't believe my own house warden is flying up here on a broom. Thank you, sir. You can skip the gratitude. Thanks to your screw up, all I have to do is put in a quick appearance and I get full credit for the day. Besides, I thought I'd come see for myself who in my dorm would be enough of a doofus to get himself trapped in a cage. I love that fucking smug ugly all he gives him. It's like poor Jack. Gotta say, Jack, this is one hilarious mess. Hopefully you learn more from it than just how to grow out your ad. Hopefully you learn more from it than just how to grow out your hair. I appreciate you coming to help me, but I really don't want you to see me like this. Come on, Jack, you're all cute and fluffy. Which, it's true. I love his fluffy hair. I really do love how Jack looks. He's like absolutely stunning with his hair. Once you're all out of here, let me know when you're tired of the long hair look. I'll sell those locks to a wig shop. What a calculating human you are. Look, Malleus is very busy at the moment. If you're here to interrupt him, leave. Oh, we got lost as soon as we... Oh, we'll get lost as soon as we hand over what we bought. Here, Jack, don't drop it. Got it. Oh, it's... Oh, you bought us a chessboard? This is yours, isn't it, sir? Yep, it's the closest one on hand, so I asked if we could bring it over. Are you grateful yet? You bought over one of your own belongings. I'm sorry to trouble you with this, sir. We'll give it back as soon as we're finished the game. A whole game, huh? You sure don't sound like someone in a hurry. Did your patience grow as long as your mane? Just move one pawn and hand it back. But we're supposed to properly reenact what the princess in the tower did. That doesn't mean you have to be a perfectionist about it. Wait, what do you mean by that? The princess in the tower just did stuff to pass the time, not to achieve some specific goal. Oh, that's a good point. If the story described her as a pro chess player or a pottery genius, that'll be one thing. But if the story just says she did a thing, then as long as you do it too, it ought to count, right? It's not like she had an extra motive like a wage bump or prize money for doing well. That makes sense. As long as you attempt it in one way or another, that's enough. Doesn't matter if it's serious or half-heartedly, or if your pottery comes out ash. He does help them, but also makes fucking shade. Hey, how do you know about that? It's rude to spy on others. The air is filled with the smell of burnt clay. It's not hard to connect the dots. Anyway, that's the deal. Move a pawn and give it the board back. Later, Jack. Take care of the situation and get back to the dorm ASAP. Grr, what an ill-mannered man. But for once, his insight were quite welcoming. It's never occurred to me that perfunctional approach. was actually acceptable. I cannot fucking read. I can read, but not out loud. That's true. Never thought I'd see the day his insisting on doing things the lazy way possibly would come in handy. To be honest, between the guitar playing, the darts, and the poetry, I felt that I was far from perfect at everything other than the crossword puzzle. We didn't exactly do proper cooking either. How many years would it take for us to get good at all that stuff? I see. It won't be necessary to make the pottery. Selbek, let's return to Darsamia. Yes, my liege. Malleus went through the trouble of helping you personally, so that means failure is not an option, humans. Right. Thanks a bunch, guys. God, I was just thinking about something, and I am not looking forward to, like, dealing with... No, not... Oh, fuck. Book 6 is gonna be fucking annoying, too. Book 6 and 7 are... Oh, my gosh. Book 6 and Book 7 have, like, fucking stuff that... I'm just thinking about it, and I'm like, no, I don't want to think about it. It's rough. I hear knocking. Greetings, I heard you're all in quite a bind, so I'll come to offer you modest help I may. All these flowing locks and graceful chiffon beauty. Hee hee. What a delight it is to witness a new side of your charms. You're right, their hair is so long. You can quit staring now. What cause have you to feel embarrassed? You all look positively fantastical. That's fantastic. Camille, your hair shines like silver moonlight shimmering across the desert sands. Jack, yours brims with vitality and exudes a supreme raw power that makes me shiver. Deuce, your sleek style with not a hair out of place is so dignified. The mature, refined aura you give off makes my heart skip a beat. And Rose de Rose, I feel as though I'm dreaming when I behold your beauty with that bountiful hair hanging so elegantly over your shoulder. The color is more noble than any flame or sun, a rose that makes all other pale in comparison, but a true display of beauty. That's some very passionate praises. Do you both come here just to tell us all that? Oh, of course not. I never embarrass myself by talking like that. Here, I came to bring you yarn and needles. Feel free to use them for knitting. Oh, it's all soft and colorful. Is it okay for us to take the whole sheen? Sure, my family made me bring it, but I never touched. I mean, I've got plenty to share. I appreciate. So what's the trick to knitting? I don't know the first thing about it. I'm not exactly great at it myself, but you could probably look up videos on Magicam. Then I'll look up some beginner tutorials. Thank you, Apple. Of course. Oh, we've got something else to share with you guys. Phil gave us these yoga mats. He also sent you a link to a video on Magicam that will show you. He said, show you the proper poses. And this is something from me. What's this? Ballet shoes? Thank you. I also have instructional videos I used when I first started out, along with the necessary equipment to play it. I have no doubt the four of you will dance beautifully. Go on now. Un, dos, tres? God, why do you have to fucking kick in fucking... This man. Rook's lessons were rough. The yoga worked wonder after ballet. Made me use muscles that I didn't normally use. It shows me areas I need to focus on more in my training. Good thing we saved knitting for afterwards. I feel a lot better now that I'm sitting down. But practicing the same basic knitting steps is making me drowsy, yawn. I hit the point where I can knit without watching the video. That should make a suitable stopping point. I'm surprised they're able to learn knitting, because I tried And I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I'm good with just sewing and embroidery. I don't need to fucking learn how to knit. Or I can fucking half-ass figure out something else without it. We sewed, we read, we played hide and seek, we did house cleaning, we exercised, we did laundry, painted on a wall, we learned guitar, we solved crosswords, we cooked meals and snacks, ate them. We played darts, we played some tricks after getting ideas from Floyd and Jade. We added some promptu for trivialism practice that we made candles and pottery, which didn't end well, but nonetheless. We played chess, we practiced ballet, we did yoga, we learned basic knitting, covered every single part of the princess routine. Surely now the door will open for us. Yeah, surely. I'll give it a try. Ellie, can you stop? Nasa. It's still not opening. Okay, we're out of options now. No, there's one thing left. It's finally time to use the item Ace gave us. What item? Oh! The frying pan. The princess in the tower used a frying pan on a strapping young thief and locked him in a closet. Stare. Me? So here's the thing that I vaguely remember when people were talking about the Japanese version when this first came out, and I don't remember reading it, but I think they took out the section where they were where they actually hit Jack with the frying pan, because I'm pretty sure I remember reading that part, but that didn't show up in here. So, I probably, what I should probably do, actually, I think I'm going to do that later, is I'm going to go on to Tumblr, and I'm going to ask, because I'm pretty sure I remember reading that they did that. Oh, I mean, I guess I can figure out why they took it out. Man, that sucked. I wasn't expecting to get locked in the library's cramped boom closet. Sorry, Jack, but you're the tallest guy out of all of us. Nothing seems different, but we've done everything we possibly can in the story now. Yeah, because they skipped it. And then I think they also described putting him in there, too. Now the door to go open. Here goes. It's still shut. What? Let me try it. Nope. Still not budging, no matter how hard I push it, April. No luck with the windows either. That invisible wall's still there. Are we missing something? Was I wrong this whole time? Come on, guys. Let's all go over the books pertaining the princess in the tower one more time. Right, yes, sir. We took Leona's advice to get through the princess route. But perhaps the bare minimum wasn't enough. Should we cook something more properly? I'm still stuck on the pottery. Not only did we botch it, but we botched it so badly it was gone without a trace. If we start dwelling on what we could have done better, we'll be here all day. Deuce, Kamel, are you finding anything? You know, I had a lot of fun trying all the different stuff, but the book says the princess was sick and tired of all of it. Maybe we have to do all the stuff until we get totally bored of it. That's a scary idea to say so casually. What's even scarier is the fact that as things stand, I can't rule out that idea. What about you, Deuce? Well, what does this phrase in this book mean again? Let me see. Eck! Careful. Are you okay, house warden? Yes, thank you for catching me. It's hard to see where I'm walking with my hair in the way. I seem to have tripped on something. What was it? Ah, the rope from Coach Vargas. Rope? Feels like ages ago that we used this rope for exercising. I was shocked when Coach Vargas climbed the tower to one up the thief from the story. What is it, Riddle? Coach Vargas put the thief to shame by not using arrows to climb up to the window, because the window is how the thief entered the tower. Ah, of course, that means... Yeah, it means the princess must have been really freaked out when some stranger climbed in through her window. What a jerk. I get it, so if the thief was a really bad person... Jack! No, guys, the point is that the door wasn't the only... The point is that the door wasn't the only point of access into or out of the tower. Exactly. I generally have trouble believing this, but perhaps the princess's escape the tower through the window. The window? Come to think of it, she did do climbing exercise. It makes sense that she'll be able to safely exit out the window. Yes, and Coach Rogers also said the room she lived in had a really high ceiling, which made it great for daily climbing. Though looking at you boys now, maybe you don't need any rope. After all, the princess didn't use any yet. Instead, she used her long, lovingly maintained hair. After keeping her there for so long, the witch wouldn't have allowed the princess to have any rope she could have possibly escaped with. But a proper tether would be necessary to climb down from a tower so high, so the princess used her own hair instead. I get it now. It sounds wild, but considering it's a fictional story, I can see it. Oh yeah, the story also mentioned that the princess would help the witch get down from the tower too. I remember that well because I was struck by how nice the princess was. She helped the witch get down from the tower, so she would have used her hair for that too? Huh. Stare. Fine. First, let's test the hypothesis out. Can my hair pass through the visible wall? Ah. Household and Riddle's hair and hand he's holding it with both made it out the window. We've got a plan. Take it away, Riddle. We're ready when you are, House Warden Riddle. Please let down your hair. Yeah, all we gotta do is hold out your hair and we can get out the window. Yes! Hold it. Huh? Have you forgotten the head mage told us repeatedly not to go out the window? My dear, I need you to... I can't honor your request until we get permission from the faculty. What kind of teacher will go, yeah, sure, when a student asks to leave through the window? We got a visible escape plan. Are you gonna just stay cooped up in here instead? We've been locked in here since morning, and the sun's close to setting. Soon enough, it'll be dark, and then midnight will roll around. House Warden Riddle, we have to fly those lanterns by midnight. Please, Riddle? We won't be the only ones in trouble if we don't. This affects everyone. Alright, fine. Since my hair's been strengthened by the potion, it should be able to let you, the three of you, down to the ground. The three of you, at least. And now we got the rhythm game. Move that up higher so I don't fucking push it. Alrighty. Yay! I got a better record because I wasn't trying to look at the background. I missed I think I got a good or something. Either way, we're ending this episode here and we will wrap up this event next time. So for now, Tiniestofchibis is signing out.